Previously on Inside Scoop.
Yeah, I was so excited for her when he said that she could drive. Like, what a life-changing piece of news in your mid-30s.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have changed a lot about her life. She may not have ended up with a guy like she was married to
Michael.
if she hadn't felt so dependent,
Sure.
you know?
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Coupled with Chaos.
Inside Scoop 287 this week, Single Life, episode 3. We'll talk after the break, 1,000 Pound Sisters, season 8, episode 8. And we will talk season 7, episode 2 of Unexpected, which is unexpectedly fun.
Yeah.
Just because I think we've just found for us in Unexpected maybe like a new favorite
Person.
Yes, I really do. I found somebody I really like, and I think that's it's just there. So we're going to talk Isabella and Unexpected, along with some other Scoop stuff. So to start off the Single Life, unfortunately, we saw a lot of Colt this week.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, that was how. I don't know how I want to describe it. How bold of him, or how, I guess, comfortable he is with himself to be able to
strip down to his skivvies with all
not just
that.
It's not like it's just, I don't know. Those are tight, tiny red things that he had on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something. It was.
Yeah.
We watched this separately, and you walked in the room just as that scene was on, and so you got a double dose.
I did, sadly.
Hey, did
Scarred
you?
For life.
What it is you came through. I said, "Did you see Single Life yet?" And you said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, what about Colt? Did you see what he was wearing?" And then then you got to turn and look at the television.
Sadly, I'm scarred for life now. My retinas are burned.
Yeah, it happened to everybody. His relationship with Courtney just seems...
He just makes me angry. I now actually hate him and want him off the show permanently. Because I think he's a horrible, horrible person. I no longer think there's anything redeeming about him, because he is just a user and an ass to mistreat Courtney in this way. She...
Has done nothing,
does
right?
not deserve that. Yeah, so I'm done with him.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to rain on his parade, more power to him. He's got it coming.
Yeah, and, even Colt describing her to Pedro, even in, what was it? What was the resort thing that they did, and called her basic, and she's vanilla. I mean, it's just really,
Yeah.
And all that she's doing.
And what is he?
Well, he doesn't do anything, right? He's a mooch and a user.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
That's what I'm saying. To be describing other people in such a derogatory way, who's he to speak about anybody?
Do you think this woman in Brazil is just another attempt to stay, on the show?
Sure. Well, if she has any interest in him at all, it's just another... Larissa situation is somebody looking to get in the country and, make their way, because who's going to be with this guy? Especially after he's been on TV so much, being such an ass. I mean, he's no kind of partner for anybody.
No. Really?
In any way.
Yeah, what's he... You know what? I think Bryce from Unexpected.
It's about in the same league.
Yeah, it's what I think. And hopefully
They've
Bryce
done about the same amount of work, huh?
They have worked about the same amount in their life. Nothing. He didn't do anything. I mean, Colt doesn't do anything.
No, he hasn't worked, I don't think, since the pandemic hit and he lost his whatever technical job he had.
Yeah, he was an IT of some kind.
Some kind of IT something, yeah.
Sophie and Liz and Julia.
I don't like Sophie. She's grated on my last nerve too.
Mm.
For her to go after Liz like that, Liz really didn't do anything wrong. It was the way Pedro described his take on it that made it sound like she'd said something inappropriate. But that's not at all what she said. And Liz was just trying to be a friend and kind of get Pedro to back off a little bit because that's what Sophie wanted, supposedly. And instead of asking Sophie about it as her friend and saying, hey, Pedro told me this, what really happened, and giving her the benefit of the doubt, she just comes out all accusatory. Well, you can just go home. They're just breaking girl code. And I'm like, what a freaking witch. You go home. Nobody wants to see you anymore. You're ridiculous. Goodbye.
How do you really feel, Kelly? Would you let me know?
I'm so over these 90-day people.
What?
I mean, are we about done?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. It's the name of the show. We have a little bit of an issue there.
I guess.
I get it. It's where it is. So this is what we're doing.
Why
Right?
can't they have the hangers-on be the decent people they started out with? Why do we get stuck with these guys?
Well, I don't think they make good. They probably just don't make the good TV. We're not the target audience. We're not the good target audience anymore.
The good TV on this show for me is the real couples
Oh, I
who
get
have
that.
their happily ever after, who go on and have families and, expand and, stay in touch with their relatives and, go on and do things for themselves. I mean,
Maybe there needs
there's
to
nobody
be
like that anymore.
a Hallmark Channel version of 90 Day Fiancé. Maybe
How about
that.
just go back to the first couple seasons
Yeah, I
and
guess
remake
so.
that?
Well, I can't argue with you there. I do, though, I think I'd like Julia.
Yeah,
There's something I would say. I think people who are real.
because she's real.
Yes.
She is what she is, and she doesn't pretend to be anything she's not.
And there is.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah, unfortunately, the family she's married into maybe
Yes.
isn't so real. But I do find her real. I think you
Yes,
can see it in her
absolutely.
face. I would assume she's an easy one to produce.
Sure. And her emotions are all over the place, and she's
Like a
got
real
some
person.
anxieties and, some difficulties with some situations, but I mean, it's real for her. These are her everyday struggles.
And I think you can see it. I think you saw the angst in her during the tell-all, about telling her parents and telling
His
Brandon's mom, and I think it was just all real.
Yeah.
And to see her, and even with Sophie, I thought it was still, it was still good as the two of them are sitting eating whatever on the bed. It really seemed like a real conversation, and maybe Sophie needs more people like that in her life. And Liz seems pretty real too. I get it. To be on these shows, you got to do whatever you got to do, right?
Right.
Sophie seems like middle school. It seems like a middle school thing for her.
Very immature.
Yeah, I think so. And speaking of, though, mature, there's Gino.
Oh, why are we still talking about Gino?
This is what
and
you say. You
this
can't say
chick-
it's about everybody.
And this chick that has no interest in him.
No, I do
I mean,
like
this is ridiculous.
that she kept him right on the couch. So hopefully that just stays like that, no matter what. He's just so creepy.
Yeah.
Just in general. No, you're staying out here on the bed. And he's still fighting with her on social media. That stuff's still going on all this time. What did he say? He said something about if she would just not talk about me, this would be okay. Just say nothing. But that's just not
But he can't do the same.
yeah. How did you feel about her experience? Tony, I think, was this guy that she was with at the amusement park.
Yeah, she has the worst luck in men, I swear.
Is she just choosing, though? I mean, is she looking in the wrong place in general?
I think, she has just kind of such an easygoing, happy attitude. And I think, people are drawn to be around people like that.
Or happy and fun. And,
yeah, exactly.
But it may
And
not lead itself to like a relationship.
Right, exactly. And so, maybe people are drawn to her like a moth to a flame, but maybe not necessarily it's always romantic, but that's what she's looking for. And so I think, there's mixed or crossed signals sometimes with the people around her. And I think she, is getting older and, wants to have a family and is feeling the pressure of, her biological clock ticking away, and it's, putting undue pressure on her.
Didn't let her relax.
Choices. Right, exactly. She can't just relax and just date casually. Like, for her, it's always, I'm looking for a life partner.
So glad
and that's a lot of pressure.
We don't have to do that.
I know. Me
That
too.
would be a lot of pressure.
It would.
I would just do nothing is what would happen. That would be it. Tony cannot get out of there fast enough.
Yeah. I felt bad.
Yeah, it was really
For her.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And he sounded
and
like...
What was with his crappy attitude?
I was about to ask you about that, but I don't have to because I figured you were going to... It was going to strike
I'm about
here
to
in a
light
second.
him up. What
You
is
are?
the deal with him saying to her, well, no, I don't want you dating other people, but I'm not willing to... What?
What is
I'm about
this?
ready to slap this guy right across his face
You
at this
seem
point.
to be a bit on edge this evening.
Well, there's people that I really like, and then people that I'm just sick of. And
when you find people you like, you don't want to see people hurt them.
right, I don't want them, used and abused and mistreated, and that's exactly what's happening here. This guy can hit the road, and he's lucky if she stays friends with him. I mean, bye-bye. Let me slam that door for her.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see Courtney. This would be a regular show. Courtney's mom, Courtney's dad, and random 90-day people come in and live there, right, for a month. Right? It could be one episode a week, but somebody rolls through there.
That's fun.
Because I think it would be fun. It would be the whatever pillow talk that they're doing. You just do that. That would be fun. When we come back, we're going to talk 1,000 Pound Sisters and talk about our new favorite reality TV character. All that and more.
Thank you for listening.
You can listen to the rest of this episode
By subscribing to our Coupled with Chaos channel on Apple,
by subscribing to our Patreon
or by subscribing to our Supercast,
for $3.99 a month.
where you can hear us talk about reality shows,
Real life and more on our podcasts.
covering shows airing on TLC, A&E, Bravo, and the WE Network.
Just follow the instructions in the show notes
Tell your friends about this podcast.
and rate and review us on your favorite podcast player.
Follow us at Coupled with Chaos on all the socials.
Or contact us directly by email at coupledwithchaos@gmail.com.